sabi ni Senator, hindi na dapat maulit. Maging lesson na sa ating lahat to. Dapat maging lesson sa atin na we are part, especially the parent. Yun lang po, maraming po salamat.
Thank you. Thank you. And this is a segue to some of the items that you mentioned. So we'll call on DOH, um, Dr. Dominguez. Any comments on the topic, Dr.?
Hello. So, good afternoon, Mr. Chair and the members of the body. Um, the Department of Health appreciates the opportunity to address the committee on this critical issue of bullying and violence in schools. We recognize the profound impact these incidents have on the health and well-being of our students, and we are committed to working collaboratively with the Department of Education and other stakeholders to create safe and supporting learning environments for our students. This also aligns with Republic Act number 11036, or the Mental Health Act, which mandates the DOH to lead the National Mental Health Program, ensuring accessible services through integrated primary health care and improved facilities. This includes promoting public awareness to combat stigma, building capacity among healthcare service providers, monitoring program effectiveness, and protecting the rights of our mental health service users. So, to strengthen anti-bullying measures in schools, the DOH supports the proposed actions discussed during the technical working group meetings for the revised implementing rules and regulations of RA number 10627, or the Anti-Bullying Act, and RA number 12080, the Basic Education, Mental Health, and Well-Being Promotion Act. So these measures include strengthening school-based mental health programs, implementing evidence-based anti-bullying programs, promoting a positive and inclusive school climate, enhancing robust monitoring and reporting mechanisms, raising public awareness, and developing multidisciplinary teams. So while the Anti-Bullying Act provides a foundational legal framework, it can be strengthened by incorporating a deeper understanding of the social determinants of health, by shifting towards a more holistic and restorative approach rather than a purely punitive one. The law can more effectively promote healing, accountability, and long-term well-being for all parties involved. By prioritizing these measures and fostering collaborative partnership, the DOH aims to contribute to the prevention of the mental health impacts of bullying and cultivate safer, more supportive environments for all. Thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We'll call on Dr. Coxon of the Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association, Incorporated.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sen, and to all of you. So thank you so much for the invite to the PGCA. For us, our stand on the Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association is to review the child protection policy and of course the anti-bullying law. Actually, kung makikita niyo po yung child protection policy, ang una pong tinatawag doon is guidance counselor. So when you talk about anti-bullying or bullying, importante po yung investigation. So pag nagkaroon po ng investigation, tsaka pa lang papasok si guidance designate or guidance counselor for what you call psychological first aid. At pag talaga pong malala, ito po ay definitely counseling. Kaya importante ho na sana magkaroon, I support also ASEC Galban, na sana magkaroon talaga ng isang discipline officer sa bawat eskwelahan. Kasi kung committee lang ho talaga, wala ho talaga yung commitment dyan. No? And I'm also teaching in the graduate school and most of my students na guidance designate, wala naman ho talaga silang oras maging guidance designate. No? Kasi nga, kung buong umaga silang nagtuturo, may pamilya pa sila, kailangan din nilang umuwi. So hindi ho talaga nagkakaroon ng proper monitoring ang accountability at core process na ginagawa ng isang guidance designate. Okay? Of course, kung kukuha tayo ng guidance designate, habang inihintay yung basic mental health law, na sana mapadali. Kasi kung mapapadali ho ito, ang papalit ho dito is guidance associate. We're qualified talaga. Kasi yung mga nakakausap ko rin guidance designate, I have nothing against them. Pero yung iba napilitan lang. No? Talagang, yung iba yung mga problematic pa. No? Yeah. So I hope that not only in the qualifications of education, but also definitely the values, no? Kasi ang pagiging guidance counselor ho, hindi lang eskwela, hindi lang ho training at license. Dapat ho talaga you are definitely humanistic. And of course, magandang pagkakataon na nakadevelop kami in DepEd NAYAP ng isa pong specialized training for guidance counselors. 10 module po yan. At ngayon po, guidance designate, meron din po tayong 10 module na naatasan akong tumulong through the PGCA and the Unilab Foundation. At nasa 4th phase po tayo ng training na nasa DepEd Cebu po, no? DepEd NAYAP Cebu ngayon ng mga trainers natin. At I do hope sa libo ng yon hindi talaga kakayanin ng budget ng DepEd NAYAP ang pag-train sa libo-libo. So I fully support na ang LGU to definitely cascade. And one of the modules that we made for that is bullying. Yeah. So tinuturuan namin yung mga guidance designate on not to counsel but to go for PFA and to definitely know the protocol for. Yun nga lang, nagka-problema kami sa paggawa niyan kasi mali nga yung child protection policy ng DepEd. Unfortunately, I have nothing against DepEd. Pero mali sa ethical practice ng isang counselor. Yeah. So I do hope that we need to revamp this, no? But definitely in fairness to the DepEd NAYAP and DepEd, they fully support the training. We also have the module for suicide prevention, module for gaming addiction, and even smoking and drugs. Kasama ho yan, no? And even a lot more. Kaya lang ho, I think kailangan ng full cascade. At hindi po yung parang, kasi usually ang napapadala sa mga training, yung mga representative lang. At hindi nakakascade sa baba. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sen.
Dr. Hoxon, you've been instrumental in crafting the mental health and well-being for basic education. So I know that you have a lot of experience when it comes to this type of issues. No?
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that dapat i-review itong child protection policy. What's wrong with our child protection policy?
Isa ho sa nakikita namin dyan on the part of the counseling is that ang unang takbo kasi ng kaso is meron ho kagad guidance counselor. So dapat ho pag bullying tayo, we have to also validate based on investigation kung talaga bang bullying siya kasi baka aksidente lang siya. No? So para ho preventive tayo and then sana ho meron tayong anti-bullying program. Ibig sabihin, kung bullying na-bully na, no, hindi na ho yan pwede ng anti-bullying program. Kasi anti-bullying nga sa preventive. So I hope that we focus on the prevention para po mas accountable tayo. Yeah. So more on preventive programs tayo, Sen.
How do you prevent bullying? Especially in this case, kanina nakita naman natin, these are probably grade 10, grade 11. So we're talking about 15, 16, 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
No, so in other words, in terms of maturity, medyo may nasa ganun level na yung kanilang maturity compared to younger children. So how do you prevent this type of, yung nakita natin kanina, how do you prevent that from happening?
Yeah, actually po, one of the modules that we, nagsisimula ang bullying in most of the evidence-based researches because of contempt. No? So, ibig sabihin ho ng contempt is a powerful feeling of dislike to a person. So, ibig sabihin, marami pong character strengths program na pwede nating gamitin, no? Because the formation of values is not just from 0 to 12, but 12 to 18 is the formation of ethical value. Kaya po, yung character strengths program are very important. Now, we will also be having in NAYAP the social emotional learning program, not only for grade 1, but until grade 12. So, importante po yung pagkakaroon ng self-awareness, pagkakaroon ng social awareness, interpersonal. So meron po tayong mga modules na pwedeng gawin, and of course, depending on the need of the school. Kasi bawat eskwelahan and even region, iba't iba rin ho ang kultura. So needs assessment are also very important.